I got white people in my comment section talking about, why don't you talk about the Tyrie police beating? I know why you won't talk about it because it was 5 black police officers. No, that's not why I'm not talking about it. I'm waiting for all the tea to be spilled. As I've said before, what have I always said? Black people don't do what white people do. Black people, whenever they engage in the type of behavior that white people typically engage in, it's personal. It's personal. What are the criteria of that can get you killed in the black community? Right? You fucked my bitch, you disrespected me, or you owe me money. Those are the three main ones. You fucked my bitch, you disrespected me, or you owe me money. And rumor has it that the reason why Tyrie was pulled over is because he had I don't even know what you want to call it, some sort of relationship with Demetrius Haley's, which was one of the cops that got arrested, baby mama. So this is some personal shit. And he simped out. I mean, the manosphere will have a field day with the whole concept of the whole idea of, here you're not even married to the woman. It's your baby mama. She's fucking with another dude, right? And then you feel some type of way about it that you go to the extent of getting all your little police buddies to jump in and stomp him out. You know, this goes, beyond. This isn't even like a police. I mean, it is a police misconduct issue, but this is more like the issue of police gangs. That's what the issue. This isn't in the same vein or the same category as, the typical racist police brutality. Because, like, if this was a black man getting beat by white police officers, it wouldn't have been personal. It would have been just because you're black. We don't like black people. You're on the wrong side of town, right? Which, that opens up a whole different can of worms. But this was some personal shit. Anytime, it's just like when you see, black people and they go and they shoot the place up, what do they always say? Is it because they go, oh, I hate the white people at work just because? No, there's always accusation of they were fucking with me, they were messing with my pay, they were doing all that microaggression bullshit. This goes back to the Chris Donner, and him shooting the place up, right? Cited all different type of racism and all that crap. But black people is personal. It's never just, oh, we just woke up one day and we decided that we were just going to go out here and fuck with people. Black people, as a rule, if you ain't fucking with us, we ain't fucking with you. And that's just what it is. So, obviously, if all of this be true, this is just some personal shit. Some personal shit that the other cops, I'm your boy, I got you back. I'm down. And, I thought, or I think that they thought that, they were going to rough him up a bit, beat his ass a little bit. And, that would be the end of it. And they say, make up a reason. Again, I've already said that I don't think that cops are the sharpest tools in the drawer. I don't. Cops are hired muscle. They're not. I mean, it's when you get any type of position where people want you to follow orders, chain of command. That's why I make a terrible soldier. They wouldn't want me in the military. They'd be like, that nigga's too smart. We can't have he thinks too much. No, they want somebody that is going to obey orders, and that's what they look for when they look for police. That's what they look for when they look for soldiers to be in the military. And a lot of these guys are not the sharpest tools in the drawer. I know that may offend some cops, but I'm sure if even some cops that are the smarter ones, if they're honest, they'll know what I'm talking about. You don't get the smartest people. You know what I mean? You don't get cops that can cover up their tracks. I mean, supposedly after beating up Tyrie, he sent a picture to his his baby mama, or his ex girlfriend, whatever the heck she was, and so this just seems like a case of insecure black man that got his boys involved. Oh, this dude's fucking my baby mama. We gotta go over there and show him what's up. And they went over there and, unfortunately ended up killing the man. And so I'm just waiting for more of the facts to come trickling out. And that's just how I see it. You also have a case of a black man that was killed in LA. He was a teacher. Um, I see more white people talking about it than black people talking about it. But apparently there's some black people that they can point to that are protesting because there's black people who are emotional. I don't dive on shit like that. I need when I make a video and I speak on some shit, you better believe that I have gathered as much information as I'm going to gather before I drop that video. I gathered something. It's not just an emotional fly off the cuff. Oh, hey, this officers killed a black man. Like, you're not gonna get that from me. But I saw the video, and that teacher was high as a kite. I know that drug induced paranoia. Apparently he was on cocaine and had marijuana in his system, and I'm like, oh, goody goody. So now we got agitation, we got paranoia, we got anxiety, right? Because marijuana, actually, people say, oh, I smoke marijuana to relax myself. Marijuana actually gives you anxiety. But anyway, so we got cocaine, we got marijuana. You can see in the video he's jumping all over the place. He's very fidgety. Officer gives him commands, standing up, goes back down, doesn't want to comply. He's all over the place. His mind is all over the place. Again, yeah, marijuana and cocaine. I'm like, what is that? A stimulant and a depressant? So anyway, he gets tased. They tase him on the ground. He did not die at the scene. He died in the hospital. Now, I don't know what he died of in the hospital, be it the fact that he was on cocaine. What I'm thinking, the fact that he died at the hospital, had some sort of crisis. I think he's probably too young to be a long standing cocaine user, because what cocaine can cause is it can cause tearing of the intimal lining. Basically, you can get a aortic dissection. But that's like long standing cocaine use, if I'm not mistaken. But what I'm thinking happened in the hospital, and this is probably a hospital issue, is that some silly person gave him a beta blocker, which is not what you want to give somebody who, has active cocaine in your system, because what you're going to get is you're going to get unopposed alpha agonist, which means that your arteries are going to clamp down even harder. You're going to get vasoconstriction. So I'm thinking that might have happened. It's one of the things that they teach you not to do. Oh, he's on cocaine. Oh, I'll give him a beta blocker, right? Because they're thinking, oh, beta blocker, non-selective beta blocker, like, I don't know, propranolol. Oh, it's going to block the beta 1, and then, that'll prevent him from having, the high blood pressure, the systemic vascular resistance, high systemic vascular resistance, and it'll bring his heart rate down. No, but what it does is it also blocks the beta 2. So therefore, his arteries, no vasodilation, nothing but vasoconstriction. And then, you end up with a situation where the person can have a heart attack or they can have hypertensive crisis. So I'm just guessing. I mean, Hail Mary throw that's what happened in terms of him dying in the hospital. I could be wrong, but I'm like, okay, if they got you to the hospital and you were alive, why would you die? You don't really like the whole, cocaine overdose. I'd have to see like what he Like, how much cocaine was he on? Like, what was the toxicology report say, other than the fact that he just had cocaine and marijuana in his system? But yeah, that's, to me, I'm like, dude was doing drugs, got arrested. Yeah, it was rough him being arrested, but I mean, anytime somebody's on any of these crazy wild drugs, freaking Waka Flocka, not Waka Flocka, but Flocka, PCP, freaking cocaine, you know what I mean? You're gonna get some freaking. They're not gonna comply. It's just not what those drugs do. Those drugs are not. Hey, let me comply. Freaking drugs. That's not what they do. They're not sedatives. So, um, you know, to me, I'm like, nothing to see here. So there's a whole bunch of nothing to see here. But yeah, I mean, that's all I wanted to say about that. I can't think of anything else. Um, but yeah, that's all I gotta say. That's my video. SWP out. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe.